My pranams to all Atma Jyotis. Wish you all a very happy Vara Mahalakshmi festival. The blessing of Mahalakshmi, Vara Mahalakshmi, is called Vara Prasada. Blessing is called Vara Prasada. Prasada means something which makes you blissful. Vara Prasada means great blessing. Something makes you very blissful. Another name for Vara Prasada is called grace. What is grace? Let us understand the real meaning of Vara Prasada or grace. All of us want happiness, joy, and bliss in life. When the bliss comes as a blessing, is called prasada. The great blessing is called Vara Prasada. The great blessing is the grace. What is grace? What is the meaning of grace? Let us understand grace. Grace is something which is given to you without asking, without putting any conditions. Everything in your life, what you have got, is called grace. A human birth, human body, the body which has a functioning brain, nervous system, heart, a family, a circumstance, a comfortable life. Everything is grace. Everything is given to you. You didn't ask for a heart. You didn't ask for a liver. You didn't ask for a kidney. The human body, what is given to you is called grace. The family, circumstances. How family and circumstances are grace? Because family and circumstances are given to you for experiencing your karmic impressions. All this is all part of, in fact, our entire life is grace. But then something called special grace is there. The grace is given to all beings. The special grace is called Vara Prasada. Vara means Shrestha, special. So what happens to us, all human beings? We are stuck in the outer world. Our attention is outwards. What is given to you? The body, mind, intellect, family, circumstances, education. We try to get happiness, seek happiness from the outer world. Our mind does not turn inwards. Our mind does not turn towards divine, the spiritual journey in the heart of our hearts. Our mind, our sense organs and mind constantly go outwards in the world, seeking happiness and joy and peace. When there is a special grace in your life, the grace, special grace is called Vara Prasada. Prasada means something makes you blissful. Vara Prasada means something which is great, supreme peace. That Vara Prasada is there in your life, then your mind starts turning inwards, because real peace, real bliss is in Atma Dana, self-realization. But 99.9% of the world, they don't know about this. They are eligible for grace, but special grace or Vara Prasada comes to very few people. The Vara Prasada, the celebration of Vara Prasada is Vara Mahalakshmi Vrata. What is this Varaprasada? What is special grace compared to ordinary grace? Special grace is when your mind turns inwards in the enquiry, who am I? Atma, self-knowledge. It does not go easily. Special grace, Varaprasada, may also involve taking out whatever you have in your life also, so that you can turn inwards. It can give whatever you have, money, power, position, wealth, sometimes health, sometimes relationships. They may be taken from you so that your mind turns inwards. So people think that grace means what is beneficial to me. What is beneficial to you? Also possibly, sometimes whatever you have, whatever you are addicted, may have to be removed from your life. That's also special blessing. A child is addicted to video games in the mobile phone. The mother comes and takes the mobile phone from the child to remove the addiction. It's a blessing only, but the child may think that, oh, my mobile phone is taken, my mother is, I get angry with the mother. So sometimes removing what you are holding on, clinging in life, is a part of the Varaprasada, blessing. So we think that, oh, only if I get something good is a grace. Sometimes loss is also grace, because loss helps you to look at life. Really, what am I? Who am I really? Evaluate life, then loss happens also. So that way, blessing, how it comes, we don't know. Every aspect of life, there's a hidden blessing. We don't know what is hidden blessing. Sometimes, loss of job also may be blessing. You get opportunity to chant Brahmadhyana Vadimala or Vishnu Sahasranama, learn so many things. That may be blessing also. So our concept of blessing is different from the universal concept of grace. What is required for us is given to us. So one meaning of blessing, the grace, is, first of all, you don't know what to ask for, what to seek, because our mind is very limited. We don't know what we want, what we seek. But what is required for us at a given point of time, at the right time, appears in our life, not because we seek, not because we ask, because we don't even know what to seek and what to ask, but it's given to us at the right time, right place, not because of me, in spite of me. It happens as a gift from the universe. That's called special grace or Varaprasada. The celebration of that is called Varamahalakshmi Vrata. Varaprasad. Offering gratitude for the special blessings we have received in life is called Varamahalakshmi Vrata. Because Varaprasad. So what is really special blessing? What is really special grace? Something which can turn your mind inwards from the outer world, seeking who am I, seeking self-realization, seeking Atma Dhnana, is a real special blessing, because that is really Prasada. Prasada means makes you blissful, supreme bliss. What is that? It can be loss of something in life. It can be suffering in life. It can be appearance of Guru in your life. Appearance of a realized master in your life who will guide you in the inner journey. Getting a realized master in your life is a great blessing. Varaprasada. The teaching of the realized master, which gives you clarity, understanding, who am I, is Varaprasada. So the challenge here, you don't know who is master. and you don't even know the master is required in my life, the master appears in your life because of the blessing which you receive. That blessing is called Vara Prasada. Offering our respects to the Divine Mother for showering our blessing is called Varamahalakshmi Vrata. People think that Varamahalakshmi Vrata means asking Divine Mother, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this list. Varamahalakshmi Vrata is offering gratitude for whatever has been given to you. Abundance has been given to you. Everything what is required in your life has already been given to you. Varamahalakshmi Vrata is offering the respect to our Divine Mother for the greatest blessing we have received in our life, the realized Master, Sadguru in our life, the teaching of Atma Dana which you have received in your life. So that is called Varamahalakshmi Vrata. Offering our respect for Varamahalakshmi. She has given Vara Prasada to us. Vara Prasada is Atma Dana. So one thing about how do I become very eligible for grace? Tell me, what do I have to do to get grace? What is the secret? So grace is something which you cannot force. Grace is something which you cannot, by doing something you cannot do it, get it. And you don't know when the grace will come, in what way grace will come. We have some concept of grace. Grace means this. It's our tiny little mind. Start thinking of grace in some way. Grace can happen in your life in any way. You don't even know how it happens. There's one saint called Tulsi Das Ji. He got married to a beautiful woman. He was so obsessed with his wife. He cannot live without her for a minute. One day, she goes to her parental house. Then this guy is not able to withstand that. He swims across a river. It was a heavy rains. He swims across a river, holding onto a piece of log of wood, crosses the river, reaches the house, climbs the house, and knocks at the window where his wife is staying and calls her. He holds on a creeper to climb. The wife comes out. She's shocked. The husband has crossed the river using a dead body as support. It's not log of wood. A dead body which is floating, he has used. The creeper is a snake. She says, if you had this much of attachment to God, God would have appeared in front of you. So the moment of grace had come. Just wife's word changed his mind completely. The wife came in the form of Guru. Immediately, he dropped that snake. He ran back and started chanting Rama, Rama, Rama. And Rama appeared in his life. He became Tulsi Das. He realized God. So you don't know how grace will come in your life. At what point it will appear in your life, you don't know. For Tulsidas, it appeared as his wife. Similar way, for Navakoti Narayana, there's a person called Navakoti Narayana. He had so much of wealth. Having a lot of wealth doesn't make person wealthy. Navakoti Narayana means 9 crores. 9 crores, imagine 9 crores somebody has in the 14th or 15th century. Today it's a billions of dollars, not even crores of dollars. Crores of money. So much wealthy. But he was not rich. He was poor in heart, not rich in mind. Richness doesn't come from money what you have. Richness comes from The heart which you have. So one person comes to beg him for money for the Upanayana of his son. Purandarasa chases him for 30 days. He is not ready to give one paisa. He has 9 crores, one paisa. Paisa is one small, this thing. It's called Navakoti Narayana. This life, earlier name is called Navakoti Narayana. So he chased him, one paisa. After that, he came 30 days. Then he got fed up and he finds out one paisa which is worn out, which cannot be used in the market. Then he gives one paisa. Then that person who has come for this thing, he goes to his wife. See, your husband has given one paisa for my upanayana. So wife has no money, but she is rich. Heart is big. See, these are products of life. We have a lot of money, but heart is small. And wife has no money, her heart is big. What is richness? What is abundance? Is not about money. How can my heart accommodate to all? How big is your heart? You question yourself. How big is your heart? Is your heart small, so tiny, it doesn't accommodate? It's not about money. Abundance is not about money at all. People have concept of abundance is money. Abundance is how big is your heart? In your heart, there are compartments. I, me, mine, and no others. So she takes her the nose ring and gives to them. Say, I don't have money, but I'll give nose ring because nose ring is not given by my husband. My husband doesn't give me any money. It's given by parents. So this comes from parents. Take it. The only thing which comes from parents, she has given to her. Then that person takes again and goes into shows to Navakoti Narayana, the rich man. See, take this. Can you give some money for this? Navakoti Narayana, he is a business merchant. No, he knows exactly what is his wife is wearing. Oh, she has taken that. She keeps it in lock and rushes to his wife. Okay, show me where is your nose ring. The wife is now worried. Okay, she didn't realize that the husband will catch her for so soon. She goes inside and tries to take poison. In that poison, that nose ring appears. Then she comes in to show the husband. Now husband is shocked. He is 100% sure that this is a nose ring which was locked in the cupboard. Now it has appeared here. So then he goes there. In the businessmen have the lot of locks, very strong locks. He opens that nose ring. It has disappeared from there and appeared here. That moment, he got transformed. He says, my wife transformed me. So then he composed a song. Dandige Petta. But there should be a wife who makes you. He donates all 9 crores wealth. Then he starts chanting God's name and he becomes Purandardasa, known as Purandardasa, a great poet saint who gave birth to Carnatic music. Now, where did Guru come from? Guru came as a wife. Okay? Blessings came from her. So, we don't know where the blessings will come, how the blessings will come. And the greatest blessing is mind turns toward God. Navakoti Narayana, one who had 9 crores of wealth, but very poor beggar. Now he gave everything wealth, all wealth, but his heart becomes so big, he becomes abundant. He includes everything in the world. Today we have Carnatic music because of Sri Purandardasa. So, what is your heart? Is it accommodating everybody? Or is it a tiny place where only I can stay, nobody else can stay? That is called abundance consciousness. How do you live? So the moment abundance say, we'll say paisa, paisa, paisa. How much money you have in bank? There is nothing to do with abundance. How big is your heart is abundance. So are you loving? Are you compassionate? Is abundance. The blessings came not to Purandardasa. Blessings came to his wife because of her heart. And her blessing she shared with her husband. So, what is the secret of grace? What is the secret of blessing? Vara Prasada. It's not a big secret. It's a simple secret. How do you get grace in your life? The universe, what you call as the universe, is Satchidananda. Brahman, God, is Ananda Swarupa. Bliss is his nature. So, an entire universe is a conscious being. You think that the universe is inert, jada. Universe is permeated with the consciousness, divine consciousness, Ishvara. So, now, to be eligible for grace, what are things required? Each of us is identified with the body and mind. And that identified being is called Jivatma. All of us has a frequency of vibration. We vibrate at certain frequency. The lower the frequency, we shrink. The higher the frequency, we expand. When we shrink, we move away from the universal consciousness. Means nothing moves away from universal consciousness point of view. But we feel separate. We feel separate from the universe. People, society. The feeling of separation appears when we shrink. The consciousness shrinks. So when you are feeling kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, lobha, one of these emotions, desire, anger, fear, jealousy, hatred, then what's happening to you? What's happening to anybody? You feel intensely separate from the totality, intensely separate from somebody. Raga, desha separates you from the universe. That feeling of separation has to drop. When you are connected to the universe, the Ishvara will bless you. The blessing will come. When you are disconnected from the universe, you are left to survive on your ego. Ishvara says, okay, you want to feel disconnected, you are separate from me, work on yourself. Then we feel intense effort is required to get something in life. When you are connected to the universe, blessing will come. And this blessing in English is called synchronicity, grace. If we say called grace, in scientists call it synchronicity. Because the entire universe is a connected whole. Something required will come from somewhere. Don't know where it comes from, how it comes from. Because if you're connected, it will come. If you're not disconnected, if you're feeling disconnected internally, how will it come? So first question is, are you feeling is heart big enough to accommodate everybody, or you're small? If your heart is expansive, you live in abundance consciousness, then you're opening for grace. Purandara heart was small, but he's got his blessing because of his wife. That's why he sings a song on her name. He dedicates song. My wife guided me. That's one thing. Heart, abundance. Then kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, lobha. These feelings will make us shrink. Separate. How do you feel connected to the universe? You feel connected to the universe when your heart expands. When you are beggar consciousness, kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, lobha, these are I want. From that, your mind has to flip. I can give from beggar consciousness to abundance consciousness, giving. So now you will come back and say, how do I give? I don't have money. Who asked you for money? Are you so much a beggar that one smile you cannot give? Huh? You don't have money. Do you think money itself will do something? Can you give a smile? Can you give a word of good word? Can you help somebody? Can you inspire somebody? Abundance consciousness is not about money if you have, but it's not about money. It's about your connecting with this world, connecting with the universe through good words, a smiling face, gentle words, make everybody energized, making feel inspired. This doesn't require money. This requires heart. So the God responds to your heart, opens to your heart. The other day, 2 days back, I went to a doctor. Most of the doctors are very cold. They're, okay, have you come? What is that? They'll write. This doctor whom I met was so overflowing with grace. There is something in him, a deeply spiritual, there's a joy, a connectedness. There's a feeling that I have to, not because of disease, there's a feeling that I want to connect with this person. Yesterday evening, or a day or yesterday evening, I went to a doctor. I've come across very few people, doctor, of that ability. So a person, as his heart expands, people want to come to that person. People want to get connected with the person. It's not because of money. It's the heart. When the heart expands, the heart is love. And love expands, please understand. The fear, kama, krodha, mada, masara, moha, lobha shrinks. The opening of the heart, love, expands. When you are expanded, you are one with the universe, because universe is also, Ishwara also is expanded consciousness. Ishwara is infinity. So when you expand in love, compassion, service, that you are one with Ishwara. That's why I keep on telling you people, do karma yoga, service. Karma yoga is an activity where you learn how to connect with the universe as a service, how to develop compassion, how to develop love, how to drop kama, krodha, mada, masara, moha, lobha, how to develop shat sampati, kshama, dama, titiksha, uparati, shraddha, samadhana, mumukshatva. That's where you connect to the Ishvara in a deep way. Love expands. The open heart expands. In the expansion, you become one with Ishvara. Then something happens from whatever is required in your life for evolution will come from somewhere which you don't even expect, which you don't even know. That's called grace. Then what happens next? One is higher frequency of operation. Love is a higher frequency compared to the fear and anxiety. Now, how do you come out of the fear and anxiety? The fear, kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, lobha, they're all byproducts of past and future. The ego. Ego lives in the past. Ego worries about future. Ego feeds on past and future. Past memories. Ego creates there are so many thousands of memories, but ego will create a selective memory. Okay. If ego will create a story, I am suffering, I am a victim, or I am successful, whatever story, then it will pick and choose some memories. The rest of the memories it will ignore. So if you want to create a story of I am suffering in life, ego, so it will say, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened. But so many good things happened in life, but that you ignore. Now, if you want to create a story that I am successful, oh, this is why I become successful, this is why I am failures you will ignore. Ultimately, ego is a story. Ego is not reality. And to maintain that ego is nothing but a bundle of memories, which are bits and pieces. Ego is about I am the body, I am the mind, intellect, I am the body and mind, intellect is constantly changing. Ego is a very flux, unchanging reality, continuously changing reality. Ego is about future. It will constantly worry about future, where it doesn't exist imaginary. So can you understand? Ego is completely false. Ego is not real. So the moment you come to the present moment, start living in the present moment, free from the image created by the ego. Image created by you. I'm successful, I'm smart, I'm great, I am suffering, I am a victim. These are all images created by ego. And entire life, ego is trying to protect itself. This is protecting something which is impossible to protect because it's not real. That's why our energy is gone. Start living in the present moment. So, the formula for grace is abundance consciousness, where you know how to give. Give something, no? Every person in life, when you come from morning to evening, you can give something to life. One good word, one smile, one inspiring thoughts. Give something. If you have money, give money also. Doesn't matter. But live in abundance consciousness. Don't be a beggar consciousness. That's one way. Second thing is live in the present moment. The moment you live in the present moment, ego is dropped. Ego is about a product of past and future. Love and compassion. How can I have love and compassion? Tell me. How can I have love and how can I have compassion? See, all of us are one. Do you know we are one? No, I have not realized Brahman. That's why the only person who has realized Brahman is one. All of us are one. How we are one? All of us have same hunger, same thirst, same body-mind complex. And all of us are unconscious. Semi-conscious. First you have to recognize you are unconscious. Semi-conscious. I am unconscious. So is everybody. In unconsciousness we are one. And I am suffering. Somebody is suffering also. Everybody in the world is suffering in one way or the other way. In suffering we are one. Not in Brahman. Okay? My suffering is different from your suffering. So what? Suffering is suffering only. There's no bigger suffering or suffering, smaller suffering. An elephant has a suffering and an ant has a suffering. Ant suffering is a suffering of ant, elephant suffering is everything. So in suffering we are one. In unconsciousness we are one. In Brahman we are one. Until I realize Brahman is one, I recognize the suffering in each people. Can I bring some joy and happiness, compassion in everybody whom I come across? That's called service. That's called Jagaditaya. So this service opens up to the Ishvara. Special blessing, Vara Prasadam. Then finally, the peace. If you are peaceful, then you are one with the universe. In peace, you don't seek anything. You are one with totality. Whatever is required for you appears in your life. So this is called Vara Prasada. So, and also please understand, the grace, to get your grace in life, does Ishvara look for what good karma you have done, what bad karma you have done? I'll give you grace only specific to this person. No, Lasati. Then he becomes a businessman. Ishvara becomes a businessman. The grace, what is good required for you in your life, comes based on the karma. That's a blessing of Ishvara. Ishvara gives what is required to as far as karma phala. Okay? He does not give you best your karma phala, he does not share with others. Your karma phala will come back to you. So in that way, Ishvara is very strict as for karma phala data. But grace, as far as grace is concerned, Ishvara is open. He has given abundance. What condition he will give in abundance? I have been throughout my life, I have not done any good karma or this thing. Ishvara will not look at anything. That's why grace is called a causal. The mercy of Ishvara is called a causal. There's no cause and effect relationship. Cause and effect relationship is in the world. But grace of Ishvara, grace of Guru is a causal. If Ishvara and Guru are looking for cause and effect, they will become businessmen. The cause and effect relationship is only in karma. Something to uphold, uplift you. It's a causal. There's no questions asked. And always it's given more than what you need. The blessings are infinite. Blessings comes in any form. But because our mind is so narrow, we'll see blessing has to come in this way only. Then we miss the blessing. Somebody is hungry. Okay? Then somebody comes and gives him dosa. Hey, give me masala dosa. No, you're giving me dosa, masala dosa. Okay? So now he gives masala dosa. Are Baba, you're not put ghee. Ghee to give dosa. Yes, but you are not giving roasted dosa. See, our conditions, our mind is applying conditions and conditions. We are not seeing the blessing which has come to us. Our mind is somewhere else. Every moment you are receiving the blessing. So that's another important factor of grace is gratefulness. Are you grateful to every moment of your life? See, please understand. The moment you're grateful, you expand. The moment you start grumbling, you contract. So are you grateful or grumble? The moment you grumble, you contract. The moment you contract, you're disconnected. The moment you are grateful, you are expanded. The moment you are expanded, you are one with the universal consciousness. Such a simple thing. So gratefulness opens grace. So what are the 5 things I told for grace? Living in the present moment. Means not in the past, not in the future. Kama, Krodha, Mada, Matsara, Moha, Lobha, gone. A service where I know how to give, no expectations. What I have to give, you can give anything. A smile, a touch, bring some compassion. Compassion makes you eligible for Ishvara. What is compassion? Seeing oneness with all. How do you see oneness with all? See, suffering all. You are suffering, I am suffering. In suffering, we are equal. Right? No, your suffering is less than my suffering. How can it be? Suffering is suffering only. Ant has a suffering, elephant has suffering. Elephant is suffering, my suffering is suffering, more your suffering is less. How it can say? In suffering, we are one. That's where compassion comes. Love comes. Okay? You can give anything. That's called abundance consciousness. Service. Service brings you closer to Ishvara. Then peace. In peace, you become one with Ishvara. The service is called Jagaditaya. And peace is because of the Atma Dnana. Atmanu Mokshatam Jagaditaya. The moment to moment, you start living with these. Your life is a blessing. You are blessed one. The word blessing is a very special word. You know what is it? BLESSING. Blessing. Be less. When you are be less, the blessing will flow. I don't want to be less. I want to be more, more, more. That means I'm living in beggar consciousness. Can you be less? Less of ego, less of hurt, live in gratitude. Where there's gratitude, grace will flow, Vara Prasadam will flow. And today is the day you offer our respects to Sri Varamahalakshmi for all the blessings we have received in life. Gratefulness. Today is not the day for begging for more. Today is the day for being grateful to what I have received, living gratefully, moment to moment. And whatever blessings I have lived in get in my life, sharing with somebody in whatever way, a smile, a good word, a thank you, right? So that I can remove a little bit of suffering from somebody's life. In suffering, we are all one. In unconsciousness, we are one. In consciousness, Brahman also we are one. So that's about Varaprasada, our special blessing called grace today. Anybody has a question on Zoom?
ಧನ್ಯರು ಗುರುಜಿ ನಾವು. ಇಂಥ ವರಪ್ರಸಾದ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಗುರುಗಳು ಸದಾ ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಬೇಕು ಗುರುಜಿ?
ವರಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಮ್ಮ 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 ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಏನು ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ, ನಮ್ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ.
ವರಪ್ರಸಾದ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಮ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ವರಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಧನಂ ಧಾನ್ಯಂ ಬಹುಪುತ್ರ ಲಾಭಂ ಪಶು ಸಂಪದ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದು ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋದಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಅಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ನನ್ಗೆ, ನಾವು ಧನ್ಯರು. ಬ್ಲೆಸ್. Be less is called blessing. Any question for people sitting here? Any question for you? Okay. So, if there are no questions, we'll close for the day. Happy Vara Mahalakshmi for all of you. Say that. See, karma and grace are opposite. Karma keeps you horizontally. It's always business. I did this, I did this. This will come back to me. Give and take. Cause and effect is karma. Grace is causeless. There's no cause and effect. The grace of Ishvara, grace of Guru is a-causal. The Guru will not ask you when you come, what punya you have done, what papa you have done, what service you have done, nothing. His grace flows in the form of teaching. Ishvara's grace flows in the form of, in your life, to take away what is not required for you, to take your mind towards Guru or Ishvara is the grace of Ishvara. It is causeless. You can't find out what is the cause and effect. But you can say, oh, I got my Guru in life, that's good karma, you can say, because your mind works on the cause and effect division. But grace doesn't work in the cause and effect dimension. Infinite grace. And when God gives, He gives in abundance. जब भगवान देता है, छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है. So then we'll always wait. When we'll break. So when God gives, He gives in abundance. Is it clear, Raghav?
Clear, Guruji. Clear, Guruji. धन्यवाद.